Hello and welcome to AGB Art. This afternoon we're going to do a Dutch pour on a colored base instead of a white base. We're also not using silicone and getting some excellent cells. If you enjoy my video, please press like and subscribe to my channel. These are my colors. This is a Valspar sample that I had made up. It's actually called beach grass. I'm going to mix it with Floetrol, and my ratio is 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint, and then I add a little bit of water to get consistency. Here it is mixed up. I'm mixing Artist Loft Titanium White with water alone, and then also using the next shade darker of the green Valspar. I'm showing you here that the two shades are very close and I want the darker one to be darker. So I'm adding a bit of Payne's Gray to it. And here you can see it is a little darker now. I'm having to mix these two blues together because both tubes are almost empty. The Arteza I bought on Amazon, and the Artist Loft is a Michaels brand. Deco Art, also from Michaels. This is gold. Here are some tools that I'm going to be using: vinyl gloves, a Culinary torch, and a blow dryer with a diffuser tip. I use the palette knife and the straw. Sometimes I'll use a popsicle stick just to help move some paint. I'm preparing my canvas now. Now I'm going to do a card test on a styrofoam plate. And what I do is I make a small dab of every type of paint, the colors and the base. And what I'm testing for is consistency. When I pick up the plate and tilt it, are those drops going to drip at the same rate? Yikes! The white is really dripping. But still I leave it. Now I'm ready to pour the base coat on my canvas, and it's really important to get the edges. I'm always a little skimpy with base coat, but I'm using my blow dryer now to spread it. And you'll see while I'm spreading it, there looks to be a white patch on the bottom, but that actually is a reflection from my overhead light. Once the base coat is on, I use my blowtorch, and that's to pop all the bubbles that might be on the canvas. And then I go and I put a glove on, and what I'm doing is making sure the sides of the canvases have paint on them. And I'm just going around each side, and sometimes I'll pick up paint that has dripped off to replace. See right there on the edge, it looked like some paint was missing. So I'm just reusing the leftover paints that have dripped off to dab the sides. I'm stepping back now and just mixing my paints up a bit and deciding how I'm going to layer them on the canvas. And I've decided to do it sort of in a Y shape. And I'm getting ready to pour these paints. Looks like I started with the Payne's Gray. Now I'm dabbing the white on. I was really afraid if I poured it on, it would all come out in one big puddle. So I just used the bottom of my stick to drizzle it. There's the darker shade of green. And then the blue mixture. This is such a bright, happy color. I really like it. And now I'm drizzling gold. I've had some issues with gold. Metallic paint is hard to mix. If you mix it up too much, it falls apart on the painting. So I was a little wary of using it this time. And then I decided that the gold was too bland, so I put some more blue on it. And I'm basically just layering my colors one on top of the other. Once I feel like I have enough colors on there, I torch again. I really think the heat in the torch creates a chemical reaction. And now I'm going to pour a little bit of base paint on the outside of the colors. This helps the paint move. And I have mixed feelings about blowing the base paint over the color, but I decided in this painting I would do that. Another torching just to see if we get anything. And I've got the blow dryer. I'm going to blow the base paint slightly over the colors. Again, chemical reaction. So we're going to use the torch again. And now I'm basically considering how I'm going to blow it. And I start kind of in the middle. You'll notice that I only do one pass with the blow dryer. If I use it in another section, I'll muddy the colors. I've learned this from experience, and I am just thrilled with how this came out. I really don't think I need to do a bunch of tweaking, but I go ahead and get the drinking straw, and I'm just sort of blowing little wisps of color. It creates a more organic look to me. And then I realize I just need to lean over and blow with my mouth. But I'm really sorry you can't see how cool this looks. I'm constantly reminding myself, don't mess it up. Don't overwork it. Let it be. And that's really hard to do as an artist. You think that you're just going to do one more little thing, and then the painting gets wrecked. I'm torching now, looking for some cells. And I want to get a straw, but that one had a lot of paint on it. Just blowing a little bit here and there. Always tweaking. And then I feel like there's not enough gold in that section. I'm going to take my palette knife and just sort of swipe it a little bit. Just swiping. I'm still encouraging cells. And I'm swiping a little bit more of the green down there. And I guess you would call those little ribbons of color that I'm spreading. I'm just adding a little bit of interest into the composition. I'm almost finished with the painting. I just love it. Unfortunately, in your video, you can see a reflection here. That's not part of the painting, but look at those cells. Remember, the white was only paint and water. The gold maintained its integrity. It's just stunning to me. I love this, and I may end up putting it on my living room wall. It's so beautiful. I hope you liked the video and that you subscribed to my channel. Thanks for watching.